Hello everyone, hello from Finland and welcome to Hello from Finland. We continue our series of videos about life in the Soviet Union. And this one is about black market again. I'd like to start it with an old Soviet joke dating back to Brezhnev's time. It goes like this. Brezhnev and the US president decide to run an experiment. In the US, a factory boss tells his workers, starting tomorrow, your wages are cut by 10%. The workers go on strike immediately. In the Soviet Union, a factory director tells his workers, tomorrow, no work, come 1 hour later. You will all be hanged. A quiet voice from the back asks, should we bring our own ropes or will they be provided? Hopefully it made you smile. If so, I'm glad you smiled. Let's start talking about black market in the USSR. And so, black market. Who were actors in this grotesque theater? First of all, foreign tourists, then black marketers, and then the hunters, the police and the KGB who hunted black marketers. As I told in my earlier videos, it was a very risky business, and the price you paid for taking part in this business might be very high. So, in this video, I'd like to tell you about several different types of black marketers. First type, honest and fair black marketers. What does that mean? That means that they are honest and fair. For example, someone offers you to sell him $100 for 300 Soviet rubles. You agree, and he gives you 300 rubles, not shortchanging you, not cheating you, it's 300 rubles. Or he is buying a pair of jeans from you for, let's say, 100 rubles. He gives you 100 rubles. So they were fair traders, fair and honest black marketers. The second type, a very widespread type of black marketers, were scammers, cheaters. And among scammers and cheaters, a popular type were short changers. How did they operate? For example, the same situation. He wants to buy $100 from you for 300 Soviet rubles. It's a deal, you agree. And then he gives you a stack of banknotes, 10 ruble banknotes, and say, count. You count. And it turns out it's not 300 rubles, it's 290. One banknote is missing. And you say it to him, and he says, oh, I'm sorry, let me check it. He counts the money in his hands, he counts the money, and says, oh, yes, you are right, and adds one banknote to the top of the stack. Simultaneously, he draws 3, 4, or 5 banknotes from the bottom of the stack, and you part, and then you discover that you were cheated. So those were called short changers. The same story, whatever you sell them, it always was the same story. They short changed you. Then there was the worst type of black marketers. They were criminals. It was a union of thieves and prostitutes. A group of thieves operated, a prostitute was working for them. So a prostitute lured a foreign tourist to have sex with her. Normally they rented an apartment in downtown Moscow or downtown Leningrad, sorry, not St. Petersburg, Leningrad. Then the prostitute brings a tourist to an apartment like that, and she takes care of that the tourist leaves his overcoat or jacket near the entrance, and she drags him into the bedroom, and they are having sex. A thief enters the apartment and cleans the tourist's wallet of all cash. Cash and cash only, because back then credit cards did not function in the Soviet Union, so their point of interest was always cash. And the tourist was so ashamed of what happened to him that, they never complained. They never went to the police. So these were three major or main parts of black marketers that operated in tourist cities like Moscow and Leningrad. I forgot to mention yet another type of scammers who sold millet groats to foreign tourists as sturgeon caviar. It was a complicated process. They bought glass jars and those special covers with the picture of a sturgeon on it, and then they were dyeing black millet groats in a bathtub. Then they put it all into glass jars and seal the covers, and it looked exactly like sturgeon caviar. And they sold it mostly to Italians and French, because those two countries, tourists from those two countries were buyers of black caviar. They wanted to buy black caviar. So those guys, normally they operated using a car, and they went to tourist spots like St. Isaac's Square or the Winter Palace in Leningrad, and sold their product, black caviar, which was no caviar at all. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was not the final video featuring the dark sides of Soviet life. Anyway, please vote for this video with your likes and dislikes, with your complimentary comments, and with your nasty comments. Hope to see you here again on Hello from Finland. Thank you. Bye bye.